Right now at 10, a murder massacre in Mississippi. We have the latest on the developing story. Plus, President Donald Trump speaks out about Montana's special election. And hundreds of students close one chapter, now looking to open the next.
Right now, this is NBC Montana News, getting the facts right.
Well, take a look at this. The sun just went down moments ago, but we saw clouds hanging over the mining city tonight. Could that mean rain for your Memorial Day? Good evening and thanks for joining us. I'm Montana McLaughlin. Meteorologist Mark Haka has that answer for you in a moment. But first, 8 people are dead in central Mississippi after what appears to be a family tragedy that played out last night and early this morning. NBC's Morgan Radford reports.
A massacre in a tiny town of 500. 8 people, including a deputy, killed in cold blood when police say a Mississippi man went on a 3-part shooting spree. One woman in tears saying she's related to the victims.
He killed my daughter.
I'm so sorry.
He killed my 2 sisters-in-law and my niece.
The suspect, 35-year-old Corey Godbolt, seen here in cell phone video captured by a local reporter moments after his arrest.
I ain't fit to live, not after what I done.
Therese Apel is the Clarion Ledger reporter who took the video and says the suspect got into an argument with his wife over their kids.
He said that he had been there to discuss picking up the kids, taking them to his house, I think, and that was when some kind of fight started and a neighbor had called the police, and then that's when the deputy was sent and when everything went south.
Authorities say the shooter targeted 3 separate homes at 11:30 Saturday night. First, a home in Bogachita, where he killed 3 women and 36-year-old Deputy William Durr, a husband and a father who was responding to a domestic call, and who Godbolt says got in the way.
My pain wasn't designed for him. He was just there.
Vincent Mitchell was in that house during the shooting spree. His stepdaughter was married to Godbolt.
I honestly believe he came to kill everybody in the house. I honestly believe that.
Godbolt then allegedly drove 16 miles north to a second home where police found the bodies of 2 underage boys. Finally, authorities say he went to a home near a truck stop 2 miles south where he killed 1 man and 1 woman and was arrested nearby just before 7 a.m.
This is just unbelievable. A nightmare just come real.
The suspect is now being held on 1 count of capital murder and 7 counts of first-degree murder. And at one point in the video, he says he wanted death and that his goal was for a police officer to kill him. Well, happening now, the U.S. military says North Korea fired what appears to be another short-range missile. The U.S. Pacific Command tracked the launch from North Korea's east coast early Monday morning, Korea time. They tracked the missile for 6 minutes until it landed in the Sea of Japan. South Korea says the missile, believed to be a Scud, traveled about 280 miles from its launch. U.S. officials say the launch posed no threat to North America. The White House says President Trump has been briefed and Japan's prime minister condemned the latest test. Well, back here at home, we're following up on a story we first brought you last night. We spoke to Great Falls Police today, who say one woman is still in custody as a person of interest, possibly linked to a suspicious death case. Now, the Missoula County Sheriff's Office says that they detained this woman near Clearwater Junction around 4 p.m. yesterday. Officials say they located a vehicle, the vehicle the Great Falls Police were searching for after they found the body in a Great Falls home. Great Falls Police then traveled to Missoula last night to question the woman. We'll update you on that when we have more information. Well, it was a warm and toasty day today, but a little cloudy in some parts of our coverage area, Mark.
Right, we had just enough moisture in the mid and upper levels to bring a few clouds, even a few isolated showers. For the most part, those have ended, and the reason for that is that we have lost the daytime heating, the surface heating, and thus a stabilizing atmosphere across the area. There are a couple of sprinkles left near Butte and also the Bozeman areas. Overnight, we're going to be looking at temperatures in the 40s, 41 Bozeman, 42 Butte, 47 Kalispell, 48 Missoula, with clear to partly cloudy skies. Here's your look in the morning, hour by hour, mostly sunny, beautiful start to your Memorial Day. Around 48 in Kalispell, 50 in Missoula, warming to 71 in both cities at noontime. And we're going to be looking in Butte and Bozeman, temperatures in the low 40s at 6 a.m. and then into the middle 60s by noon. Great day tomorrow. Some changes on the horizon by midweek. I'll cover that coming up.
This week's warming trend also means that rivers are on the rise as snowpack continues to melt. We sat down with Missoula County Search and Rescue, who say though it's warm outside, the water is still very cold. They say to test the water before jumping in and take caution because you can be swept away standing in just 6 inches. They say hypothermia can take a while to set in, but there is a more immediate threat that swimmers and rafters should be aware of.
The people who jump in the water, they typically have a response, and that response is to breathe very rapidly, and that can be a concern if someone jumps in and they become submerged, even just for a couple seconds. Their initial instinct is to take a breath, and that can cause people to swallow water accidentally.
Missoula Search and Rescue certified 16 new members last weekend to conduct swift water rescues. They say Memorial Day weekend is typically slower, but they're prepared should anything happen. Well, high school graduations continue this Memorial Day weekend. Frenchtown High School held their ceremony today. That's where we sent our reporter Karen Faringer to see how families and friends celebrated the day.
It's the day graduates looked forward to since freshman year. Today marks the 95th commencement ceremony for Frenchtown High School, where more than 70 students are graduating. Thousands of proud parents and friends filled the stands waiting for the ceremony to begin.
I'm pretty excited. I mean, high school is a big step and it's really exciting to go through it, but I realize that you have to move on and go to bigger things and get ready for life after that.
For some, life after high school means college.
I think it's quite an accomplishment for all of them. You have choices all through life, and if you persevere, I think you can get through anything.
But the road to get here wasn't easy for some. One grad thought this day would never come, but hard work and determination paid off.
It's really exciting. I almost dropped out my senior year, so it means a lot.
The class of 2017 is ready for the next chapter in their lives, but Lackner has one piece of advice for the incoming seniors.
Definitely be prepared. Things go by really fast and you don't realize it that much, but definitely grasp onto the moments that you get in senior year.
School may be over, but some graduates say all the blood, sweat, and tears from freshman year to senior year were all worth it. Reporting in Frenchtown, Karen Faringer, NBC Montana.
Today also brought beautiful weather for the debut of high school graduations in the Bitterroot. It took a while for Hamilton High School's graduating class to move into Daleberry Court. There were a lot of them, 131 seniors total, marched past friends and family. Nearly every seat in the gymnasium was taken. Somewhere in that crowd of Cardinal Red is Cyan McConnell Hendrickson. Her family, brimming with emotion, couldn't have been more proud.
And her uncle is here with us too. We picked him up too. So she has 2 aunties and an uncle here to see with her on her father's side of the family.
Farther in the south, the Bitterroot in Tiger Country, Darby High School's gym packed with people too. 27 graduating seniors had the spotlight before the entire community. In red and white, the class of 2017 marched 2 by 2 to the front of the crowd. Marcella Hurst's granddaughter, Brianna Hurst Sanders' achievements brought the whole family together to honor her.
I want to cry. It's just very emotional to see so many young people doing it, and just so very proud of my granddaughter.
NBC Montana saluting everyone in the class of 2017. We're trying to cover as many graduations as possible, but we need your help to do it. We created a slideshow on our website and Facebook page. You can join in on our salute and send us your favorite graduation pictures from any ceremony. Be sure to include the school, date, and the name of your special graduate. You can find all graduation dates on our website, NBCMontana.com. Just click on the 2017 Graduations Fast link. Well, one of Missoula's favorite summer locations is now opened, a packed Splash Montana this weekend. Dozens of people lined up to slide down one of the park's many water slides. Now, right now, Splash is just open on Saturdays and Sundays from noon until 6, but starting June 10th, it will be open every day this summer for the summer months. Now, if your child is searching for a summer job, a few things for parents to keep in mind to keep things legal. The National Federation of Independent Business says that students 13 and younger cannot work non-farm related jobs like in a store or a restaurant. They can babysit and perform minor chores in a private household for money. Now, those 14 or 15 are allowed jobs like bagging groceries, waiting tables, and working in an office. 16 and 17-year-olds can work basically any job that isn't declared hazardous. Now, minors also are entitled to the same minimum wage, overtime, and safety and health protections as adults. Well, coming up, President Trump speaks out about Montana's special election. We'll tell you what he said after this short break.